It's been a little bit of tough sledding just for you guys' running game in general over the past 2 weeks. But do you feel like this is a game where you guys can really kind of try to push the ball and
Yeah,
get rolling?
yeah, we would hope so. I say that's what you're determined to do each and every week. That's what you prepare for, mindset, and just envisioning you and your teammates just going out there and getting the job done.
Seems like game flow has sort of prevented you guys from getting you involved in the running games, going early on in games. How important would it be able to sort of get that established, get off to a good start so that you guys can maybe start, running the ball a little bit more and getting you involved a little more?
What do you mean, like as far as what?
Well, I mean, you guys fell 14-0, down 14-0 in Chicago. And, it's Kevin mentioned that that sort of you start throwing the ball more in game situations.
I mean, yeah, I think because you start off like behind the sticks, it kind of puts you at a bad spot as well as far as taking advantage of where you're at on the field. That hurts you in that sort of way. Yeah.
But how important, how good would it be for you guys to be able to do that this week?
Oh yeah, definitely. I
mean,
think it'll help a
feel-
lot. Yeah, just because that helps us be in better field position, be able to drive the ball downfield, be able to execute in the run game, and be able to just tempo it out.
You talked a lot about Joel. And he's the locker mate, right next to you.
Yeah.
What has he meant to you? This beyond just on the field blocking for you, but just day to day. What's he meant to you?
Joe's awesome. Ever since the first day I got here, he was one of the guys that I just gelled to naturally. I feel like as a rookie, you more so try to find that guy in the locker room that you relate to and show you to do things the right way. And Joel was that guy for me, just by his attitude and intentionality every day, things that he took into detail, and just the way he shows you how to do the right things. But me and him are really close. He's a guy I look up to. I went to his give back event like maybe 2 weeks ago, so. He's a really good vet, and he's we all know he's good on the field at what he does, but aside from that, he's a great guy.
With the running back room being thin to this point of the year, losing Dylan, losing Jerome, how do you expect kind of the guys behind you and just kind of step up?
This is the NFL, so I feel like this is where the best of the best are. So I think those guys will take advantage of their opportunities for sure.
Going back to being locked next to Joel and everything you've how important is that for a young guy like you to take advantage of that downtime and just all those moments?
Yeah, bro, it's super important just because when you're in the NFL as a rookie, this is your first experience for every single thing. You don't know what to expect in a lot of situations. So having that guy there that's a vet that can show you the ropes and have a person there that can help you foreshadow and see what to expect, it helps a lot in a lot of situations.
I mean, I think he's at least 10 years older than you. How's he able to
I was
relate
in middle school.
how's he able to relate to the young guys?
As far as, he's a guy, so it's a lot that we can relate to. But I don't have kids. I can't talk about dropping them off at school, a lot of stuff like that. So yeah.
But you guys can keep him young.
Yeah, true.
How close are you watching this weekend, Miami, Kansas City?
I don't really watch college football right now. I think Ohio State will take it all the way, so those are really the only games I watch. So, yeah.
How much are you hoping that Dylan Sampson can get back sooner from the hand injury and really kind of starting to come around and contribute in some cool ways?
I see him each and every day. He's in the room with us. I think he's taking it day by day with his injury. He's trying to be back on the field. He's been very supportive, throughout each and every practice, each game. So I want him to come back and, hope he recovers well.
And how much are you looking forward for in the future too? You guys to just get that 1-2 punch and it really started to seem like you guys were figuring out how to really maximize both.
I think for myself, just maximizing the most of our opportunities throughout each situation in the game, I feel like. And more so, just having each other's back on the field and, just keep playing throughout the game.
What about Rocket? I mean, you guys, remember when you guys were in college,
Right.
your freshman year, you guys are competing for the SEC
Yeah.
rushing title. Just what's it been like to have him? What's he been like, and how have you kind of helped him? And you two helped each other kind of grow
Yeah,
through this.
Rocket's a guy that I'm familiar with. We're familiar. We played each other before I was at Ohio State at Ole Miss. My freshman year, I got to play him at Arkansas. They ended up winning that game, but I think both of us had like 200 rushing, so he ended up reaching out to me after the game, and we developed a relationship ever since. But just to see him be here, and I didn't expect him to be in Cleveland, but to see him, show up here and how he works, and I'm excited to see what he does too.
Mike Bloomberg kind of talked about just how it's been a difficult season for
Yeah.
him as a coach because there's so much change in the offense.
Yeah.
Understanding, injuries happen to the NFL.
Yeah.
From your perspective, like how difficult is that as a running back when there's a lot of change, and what are the conversations like for you with that entire group? Just kind of figuring out like nuances of their game and how you sort of are attacking things and trying to put your best foot forward as you guys do.
Yeah, I think like it's very frustrating. I would say not only because the losing, obviously, but I feel like for myself, I never was in a situation or was in a position where I've lost this much, or like I come from different cultures to where like we don't lose a lot. So I think just having to handle that in itself is a lot. But like I said, we got great guys in our locker room, like great vets that help you, how you handle that stuff and how you react to it. We have guys that like in our locker room help us. But I think as far as my coaches and putting us in the best positions, they do their best. I believe in our coaches. I believe in the guys up front for me. So at the end of the day, just trying to go out there and do my job, bro. Like I said, it's very frustrating though, for sure. But just trying to control what I can.
Still keep an eye on Ole Miss in the final?
No, I don't. Personally, no, I haven't. I have a couple guys though that I know that still go there, so wish them the best, for sure.
I know the Bills are tied for fourth and forced
Yeah.
fumbles, and of course their offense is, has Josh Allen and all these great players. But just how important is, ball security, knowing that y'all need to, maximize possessions with that offense on the other
Yeah.
end of things?
Super important because different weather conditions, raining, snowing, feels wet, so they have a lot of takeaways, and that's something that we're going to harp in our game plan, try to go out there and protect the ball, as well as the quarterback too. So, yeah.
So when you see a quarterback who runs the way that Josh Allen does, is it quite remarkable to watch the way he operates?
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of Jackson Dart, one of my old teammates I played with at Ole Miss. His mentality when running the ball, something that I take heed to at my position. So I like the way he plays.